Today we're going to talk about networking, which of course I could do about 70 videos about because it's the subject that comes up the most. There's one question that comes up in this relationship building, the high-touch relationship building that I always like to talk about, which is people ask me, well, yeah, you know, you've shown me how to get this meeting and how to write the email and how to reach out to a stranger or how to ask a friend or how to talk to somebody that you haven't seen in 5 years, but you never quite get me to the meeting itself. What am I supposed to do in this meeting? And so I'm going to make it very easy for you, which is it's about questions. It's about having about 5 or 6 questions that frame the meeting. And I like to have 2 different kinds of questions. One is what I call the business question. Like you have done your due diligence, you've done your research on their organization, their industry, your industry, to demonstrate that you're an insider. So you say, I recently read that you were planning an expansion of your sales goals in the Northeast Corridor, and you're going up against XYZ Corporation. I'm very interested in that strategy. So maybe a couple of those kinds of questions that show that you've done your homework, show that you're an insider, show that you know what you're talking about. And then maybe there are 3 marketing questions, the ones you really want to know. And my favorite one is, what kind of people, what kind of qualities, what kind of qualifications do you incorporate into the ideal candidate when you're hiring here? Now, don't you want to learn that from at least 10 people in your network? Because the more you know about that, the more you can put together a profile that you're going to fit for the market. Or, here's one of my favorites. Could you tell me a little bit about your background? I love that one because people, ego is involved in this all the time, and people love to talk about themselves, and you may get some ideas from how people's careers have bent around the curves in certain ways that you never even thought of. Or questions about, what do you perceive my market to be based on what I say? So the questions, you go in with 5 or 6 prepared questions. That'll take up the half hour that you've asked for. You're building the relationship, you're getting the information, and you're building your network.